Okay, it's weird. I cannot even see your face, but okay, we can start now. So hello guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast. Here we have DJ Novah. Can you give us a little introduction about yourself, bro?
DJ Novah. I'm from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. I've been DJing for probably like 5-6 years now, and playing everything from tech house, bass house, UK garage, a little bit of everything. So, and a little bit of more mainstream stuff here and there, depending on the gig, but a little bit of everything, yeah.
How did you start like DJing? We started at the same time or no?
I think we started around the same time. Like
COVID?
right when COVID started, I bought a board because I was stuck at home, and
Exactly
I
the
was like,
same.
might as well dive into it. And
Yeah.
I think it was about 2 years before that. 2017 is what really got me into electronic music. Me and my buddy went up to Ilsonic, knowing nothing of like the depth of the genres of EDM, and it was Chainsmokers and I think DJ Snake were headlining. So they
Yeah.
were like at the time the peak, like everything you heard on the radio. And we went there and then just fell in love with every other sound. Like we went to heavier sets and like melodic house and everything, and just really I was taken away by all
It
the
was all
different
new for
sounds.
you?
It was so different, which was really cool, and I fell in love with a lot of different sounds there and just slowly branched out.
So that was your first gig ever? That festival that you
Yeah,
went?
first festival ever.
Yeah. Wow, that's 17. Yeah, and then you bought a board. and
Yeah,
then
2 years later, I guess when COVID started, 2019 was it? Or whenever that was.
20.
Yeah,
I think
2020.
2020.
So, yeah, it probably would have been the end of 2019, early 2020 is when I bought a board and just sat at home and started spinning.
How do you learn? Like just YouTube videos?
A lot of
or-
YouTube and just like trial and error for the most part. And then like a few people from like once we got to know each other after COVID, and
Yeah.
like everyone just collabing with everyone and seeing how everyone mixes and like their takes on things.
Yeah. So from that festival, from your first festival, which one was the most memorable set, or like the set that caught your attention?
Definitely the thing that caught my attention was the pre-party. We went there and we had free tickets for any of the pre-party shows, and we went to see Keizo, which is like super heavy dubstep, hard style, hard dance, like hard techno.
Yeah.
And we knew nothing of that genre or like how heavy it could really get. And we get in there and it's just mosh pits and like people headbanging and just
Oh shit!
like going crazy.
In the after party?
For the
Oh,
pre-party,
for the
before
pre-party.
it even started. And we were like, we've never seen anything like this. We're
Yeah.
like, it's crazy. But I've always loved hard rock music, like punk rock, heavy
Yeah.
metal. So that really like struck with me. And I was like, wow, they're literally mixing electronic music with like a bunch of rock songs I know, or
Yeah.
like metal songs. And that was something that really like was different to me, because I was like, I'd never seen this side. You always just knew rock music, or like
Yeah.
electronic was that bubbly radio sound, Chainsmokers, Marshmallow kind of vibe. So once you go to a festival, that's when you really realize how broad the span is of all the different electronic genres.
So would you say you got a little inspiration from there
Yeah.
to start?
To get
Like,
into it, and I like
the-
slowly started looking into more artists. Like I went through everyone on the lineup when I got home and listened to
Oh,
everyone, and like went through. Another one that stood out was T-Chami. Like never really listened to house music before, but knew of like Chainsmokers and DJ Snake, and Diplo at the time with his like Jack U Skrillex project was at the height. And we went to see T-Chami, had no idea who he was, and it was just such a energetic, feel good, like just made you want to dance kind of vibe set. And that was one that really stuck out with me, that got me into the house sound. So it was a
So-
lot of fun.
How do you went from your first festival ever to like start to opening for Opinion Love, for example? How do you got there?
A lot of house parties, honestly, like just having friends over. And during COVID, you could only have so many people over. We might have pushed the limit a time or two on that, but like just playing for friends and letting them listen and being like, oh, getting the feedback of being like, oh, that mixed really well. Like I didn't even know you changed songs and kind of thing. And just
Yeah.
trial and error with that, and trying to mix in people's requests kind of got me like versatile with the sounds and stuff, and trying to mix different genres and everything. But that's kind of what got me started, was just doing house parties for people, and eventually like playing friends' birthday parties, and slowly branched out. And
Yeah, it's that's a way to start branching out, right?
Yeah.
Like you start in house parties and
then by the time you're doing so many house parties, all your friends are like well, if we want to go out, we want to see you playing out at the bar or somewhere and go dance to your music when we can all go out. And then that's when I reached out to Josh at Craft Beer and played my first show there, which the longest I've ever played was like 2-3 hours for friends at home. And then I was like, I got to play 4 hours worth of music. I was like prepping everything, going crazy and like trying to figure it out. And then once I did it, I got like an hour or two in and I just kind of got the vibe and felt the flow and just was grabbing what I could and making it work and making it mix. So
yeah, it was kind of scary, same too, at the beginning of like.
It's intimidating, like
whenever you start getting booked and you have like, okay, now I have to play 4 hours.
Yeah.
Damn, like.
It's a big difference from playing an hour at home, just hanging out by yourself, and then you're like 4 hours of people's night are relying on you, and you want to make it sound good for them and make them enjoy their night.
Yeah, that's why at the beginning, whenever like I started, I was telling other friends, other DJ friends, if they wanted to play with me, like open.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like making my time shorter, so I didn't have to.
So you could really focus in on like getting a good sound and everything.
Exactly, yes. But then as the time goes on, like you get more experience, and you're like, okay,
exactly. Now you don't even think about it. It's like 4 hours. You just load tracks and
you just
jump
go
on.
like this. Literally, like you're playing, and then you look like, oh, 2 hours.
Yeah, it's already good.
Yeah.
Already gone, and you're wishing you had more time to jam in a few more songs you liked or whatever.
So, tell us a little bit about how was opening for Opinion Love. That has been like the biggest DJ that you ever opened.
Yeah, I would say so. Those guys are killing it. Like they're all over North America touring constantly, and they've been a big supporter of me, which is super sick. And I always play out their music because, especially on the East Coast, they're insane with their remixes of songs people know. And that's what I find a lot of people. If you're playing a mainstream club here, people want to hear stuff they know. Mm-hmm. But I just love playing anything that has that electronic twist, whether it's a tech house remix or if it's like UK garage remix, even drum and bass, anything. As long as it has the lyrics and it's got a good beat, people are going to dance to it if they can sing along to it. So they're always crushing their remixes, and I'm always throwing their stuff in sets. So to be recognized by them and be like, hey, open for us and just jam out and start the vibe for them and work with them was super cool.
Yeah, like, I mean, I have never had a long conversation with them. Yeah. Like, they're just always like, hey, hi, how are you? And then that's it. Because, like, it's always at the club, right?
Yeah, and always busy. And
yes. But, like, they seem to be really supportive to, like, all the, like, their friends. For example, whenever, like, I post stuff about Dexter or you on the YouTube channel or anything in the Instagram channel and the page. Yeah. They always comment. They're always like, "Hey, let's go," blah blah blah. So it's like,
they're great supporters of the East Coast scene, which is awesome. I always
heard like super good things. Even Matty, like he said, like, man.
Yeah. They're great. Their stage presence, everything, the way they interact with their fans, and the draw they have here on the East Coast is like insane. Like, no one else is really doing it like them.
So opening for them, like, I think, give you a little bit more of versatility. That's what I say. Like, as you said, like, they play a lot of different genres. And
they pretty much play every sound, like every genre, and like remixes of it, or like some of the hits, but more so like catered to songs people know with all that electronic sound. So
were you nervous?
My first time opening for them, I was super nervous. So I was like, I gotta prep this whole entire thing, like make sure everything sounds flawless and like really impress them. And then the second time, I was like, I got to stop stressing myself out and just play the music and read the crowd and play off the vibe of the night and just keep that good, slow build of energy right for when they go on, and then they can just take it from there and blow the roof off the place and get everyone dancing.
Okay. Yes. Did you for the first time did you open with them did you prepare song by song? That, like, you were that nervous that you were like...
For the most part, yeah. I was like making sure I had little sections of tracks here and there that I knew worked really well together and like digging through.
That's what happens to me. Like, sometimes whenever I have like a bigger gig, like not the normal Babas at night, Babas night or whatever, like I prepare my playlist, but then I arrange it in a way that, like, okay, I know that this song and this song is gonna work together, and kind of like start arranging a little bit better than a normal club night where like you have all your playlists and then you just
dig through everything.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been DJing for what else? Like 5 years now.
Yeah,
5 years. Like recently we were talking like you were getting into production now.
Yeah, I just started in that just a few weeks ago, and it's crazy. The learning curve is like so much, but DJing helps you understand so much that structure and the way things should sound. It's just more so learning that program and learning how to level everything and make sure nothing's taking over one sound to the other, and just getting everything punchy and like packed in and sounding fluid is the hard part. That's going to be the biggest learning curve for sure.
What are you doing right now to learn? Like just YouTube videos?
Just watch a lot of YouTube and a little bit of trial and error, and just asking other producer friends like for feedback, info, and like what I can do to help like get that sounding a little better, or tweaking things here and there. So
yeah, I know
there's a lot to it, and it's like one of those never-ending things where you're always going to learn something new every day.
Literally every day you learn something new. And like the funny thing is that the learning curve goes like this, but once that you understand like how the process, like all the process work and everything, it's like, okay, now you're here, but then now that you're here, you can make a track, but still to make it sound professional and stuff, there's like another like,
there's a whole other layer to it. Getting the layout and the layering is like easy enough for the most part, but it's making everything sound good together. That's like super hard.
I know it's hard, but like it's trial and error, as you said. Like for me, like I'm a person that I don't want to create a track and wait until it's good and professional enough and wait maybe 1 year, 2 years. I just want to create, release, make another one that it's better,
and just
then
keep learning and learning from it.
Yeah, exactly. So at that way, at that point, like you're gonna have a catalog that maybe it's 20 songs, 15 songs, but like every song is gonna be better than the other one, and there's gonna be a point that okay, now you are ready to go and like.
And you're hitting that consistency every time, and playing with new sounds.
And I feel like that's the way that works for me, at least. You know. So So are you, Ableton? Are you?
Yeah, Ableton.
Yes,
there's a lot to it. There's a lot. I've pretty much every day right now. I've just been working on a new idea. Like I'm not going back and trying to keep working on a track. It's like every day, I just come up with a new idea, grab one little sample, throw it in, and just start from there and start snowballing it into something, and then get a minute and 30 of the track, or like even 45 seconds, or just the drop, and have that one idea, kind of hone in on it, and then the next day I'll just start a new one. And ones that really stick out to me, then I'll kind of, if I'm bored for an hour or two, I'll go back to it and tweak a few things and change some stuff, and then keep going from there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna you need to start making. If you don't feel inspired for one track, it's better just to start a new one.
Jump onto something else and get a different sound.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of like waiting there for something to come out and just force yourself.
Staring at the screen being like, I need a sound for this. Like just jump to something else, get your mind off it.
That's so stressful sometimes. There's days that like I sit down in front of the computer and I'm like, okay, I'm just like, I don't know, like literally.
Yeah, there's nothing coming.
There's nothing coming, and then that's it. Like I spend 2-3 hours, maybe 4 hours, and nothing comes out, and then one day just sit down, and in the first hour I'm like,
flying through everything,
and then I build something that sounds good, you know. But so production, and then, like, what's your inspiration right now? Like, for example, I know that you listen to UK bass house techno, but like what's the sound that you're going for?
The sound right now, like big inspiration for me would be like people like Shipwreck, Disco Lines, like kind of that more tech housey, but like hard hitting house, like a lot of Odd Mob stuff too is super cool, just warpy sounding, like grimy bass lines and stuff.
The synths, that's one thing that it's super hard for me, the synths and all that, all the MIDI, like
getting
control.
Those sounding right and just cohesive with the track, I guess, and making sure it's all lined up.
Like all this piano and synthesizers, man. Like I need, like my plan for this winter is go to Long and McQuaid and fucking take some classes there for like literally just a couple months, just so I can get the music theory right.
Yeah, and learn the piano a little bit and just guide yourself.
Exactly.
That would definitely help a lot.
So that's my plan for that. But let's say it will take you I don't know, maybe the whole winter, and then by next summer you're
more
gonna
confident
be
with
more
it.
confident and more comfortable of like maybe not releasing tracks, but like having tracks and playing them in your
Yeah,
shows and
playing
like,
them at a
okay,
set
like,
or something.
this works. Like, that's the advantage that we have here in
Yeah.
PI, that like we are able to play a lot.
We can really
here.
test run things here, which is
Exactly.
good, and see the crowd's reaction to
Exactly.
it, whether or not they would even think it's a track you produced or if it's just something you threw in.
Yes, that's true. Do you have any like upcoming shows right now?
I got a couple coming up. I have the Factory. I'm doing an underground set downstairs there, so their main floor is kind of more top 40 club music, and they're going to go for a little bit of a different vibe in the basement, so it'll be more tech house, little underground, and
Yeah.
that sound.
What's her name? Kelly? Kenzie?
Oh, I can't even think.
The manager. Like she reached to me and like I think it's a great idea having
Yeah,
the same building, top 40 on top, and then like the underground vibes in the basement. I think that's a really good idea, that it can actually work with the right marketing. Because
Yeah.
have you been there to downstairs?
I played once like a couple years ago, but it was
Yeah, well, like they already renovated it and
okay. I haven't been down there since they re-renovated it, but I played a few years back. I played the upstairs quite a few times. I played New Year's there, but that's very like you got to play top 40 remixes, like everything people know, and just kind of more frat music, I guess you would say.
Yeah, that's like whenever you play at Beer Garden, it's kind of the same
Yeah,
audience
same
that they
vibe.
go, no, like exactly the same crowd. Once that Beer Garden is closed, do you think a lot of people go to that place, to Factory, or it's
I
just
think so. There'll be a good chunk of people go there, and maybe a little bit Pony Boat as well too. But
Funny Boat,
yeah,
Oh,
a few of those spots. But it's hard in the wintertime for us more so, because we only have a couple spots where we can really play that underground sound.
Yeah, it's hard, but at the same time, it's good because
It gives you that break too, which is nice.
exactly. And like the other places close, for example, Satin Soul and Beer
Yeah.
Garden, so all the people we can have more people at the bar that
Yeah.
night, so it can be good. But yeah, for example, the other day, I was talking to the manager at the Factor, and she was like telling me, yes, like you guys should do an event here, blah 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 blah. I was like, yeah, like I might check that out. Like, I mean, I'm not saying no, but like I don't feel like it's gonna fit my sound, bro. And she's
Yeah.
like, no, like actually,
I
like,
think they're gonna try anything right now, and
Yeah.
if you can get people down there grooving and dancing, that's all that matters.
yeah,
really.
that's what she told me. Like, she's like, no, like upstairs is gonna be like normal music, and downstairs
Yeah.
you guys can play whatever you guys want. I was like, oh, that, like if it's like that, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I
And
think so.
we can actually make it work,
Yeah.
So when do you say you're playing there?
I think November 15th,
November
Playing
15th.
there.
Okay, nice.
and then I'm trying to think what else I have. Taking a break for a little bit from as many shows, just
Are
to kind of
you
focus more
on
on
the production
producing
side?
and chilling out. Summer was a lot. Burnt out.
I
but
know. Did any weddings for this summer?
I did a couple weddings this summer, but I'm not a huge fan of playing weddings. It's
yeah.
a lot more the older tracks and like literal top 40 mixing, which isn't as fun to play. I still enjoy it, but not as much as playing something underground.
Yeah.
That
It's-
tech house, bass house sound.
Bro, playing at a wedding, it's like
It's hard. It's one of the hardest gigs to play.
But I feel that you conquer that kind of like area of like learning how to play with the younger crowd, the middle crowd, and the older
Yeah.
crowd, and blending everything together and blah blah blah. I think that's whenever you learn the most.
Yeah, oh for sure.
But yes, like
It
you
almost
said.
makes playing like a tech house set that much easier, because it's all a very similar sound
Uh-huh.
structure and vibe, where a wedding you're going from like Sweet Caroline to like Pitbull or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
just to keep the
exactly.
people happy.
Yeah. Huh. Yes, and then November. Oh, where? No. What?
I have one at the Oak too.
The Oak, yes,
November 1st.
November
so
1st. Yes.
that'll be more just Afro house, minimal house, like chill, deep
That's gonna
house
be really
vibe.
interesting for
Yeah.
everyone, because I don't know, for Diego, I think if it's perfect, because Diego likes to play that kind of.
He has
like,
that perfect sound.
like the chill kind of like music.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we are actually gonna need to actually create a playlist and
Yeah.
dig a
Dial it
little
in
bit.
and get that like
Yeah,
nice chill vibe sound.
but I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's one thing, like, I like playing every genre. I listen to every genre pretty much, from like minimal to Afro, bass house, dubstep, melodic dubstep. Like, all depends on my mood or the day or the vibe. Like, I'm always listening to everything and enjoy playing pretty much everything for the most part.
Playing, like, now that you said that you listen to everything, how was Vegas?
Vegas was crazy. The Sphere is like one of the most mind-blowing shows you could ever see.
Who did you saw there?
We seen Slander.
How was that?
Crazy. Like, they're very heavy melodic dubstep, which it gets you in your feels, but you're also like that energy and that head banging, and just like, it was so cool. And they kind of guide you through. It's like a 2-hour show on the Sphere where they go through every sound of electronic music and all the greatest anthems like Swedish House Mafia, Avicii. They go back to like that early like 80s 90s rave vibe and have all like the electro and the acid house and all those different sounds, so visuals matching up with all those different sounds. It just took you on such a crazy journey. And then they have a main artist that just finishes off the night, and that night we seen Slander, and it was insane. One of the best shows we've ever seen.
How was the sound system there?
Crazy. They have like, I don't know how many, but it's like 18,000 little haptic speakers that are facing everywhere. So during some of the scenes, like a whale went over and you can hear it like going over top of you and go off in the background. Like way the audio runs there is like crazy. It was really cool to see.
Like, how do you call that audio? Like 4K? Like 4D or something?
4D audio or something, but like...
Like you feel everything just...
Yeah. Every like little noise is just bouncing off. They had birds chirping in the trees, and it just like, they sounded like they were around you.
And that was the best show that you saw on the, like, in your trip?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the top ones. It was just such a different experience from anything you can imagine. You really got to go there to realize how big the place is. Like, my neck, we had ground floor. I regret not sitting in the seats, but like our necks were sore just from looking straight up because it like went right over top of you. It was crazy. It was super cool, but
a neck workout, like literally doing all around. Damn. Yeah, that's one of my goals to go at some point. Like
100% worth it. Like, I'll definitely be going back for a show there for sure in the next couple of years. It's so worth it.
Like right now, like actually tonight, we're booking our flights we're going to Circo Loco.
Okay.
So, but in Thailand. So that's
I think I seen you were going to Thailand. That'll be sweet.
That's gonna be really fun. Like, I think I mean, I've been to a couple Circo Loco events in Mexico, and there are always so many different parties. But one of my favorite parties was Circo Loco. So I was like, okay, maybe it's gonna be fun. You know, it's always fun, but when you have so many things of festivals going on, different parties, it's like, okay, you gotta pick and choose. But like Circo Loco, if you have the opportunity, it's like all the visuals and like everything it's everything red, right, at the end of the day. But I don't know, just the vibe that they
production
create.
too, and just the whole. Well, a lot of the people make the vibe too. Like, and people that are going to festivals and shows like that, they're always so warm and welcoming, and everyone's there for the same reason: the music and just connection and the vibe and dancing with one another.
So, like, right now, with the 5 years that you've been playing, what has been your favorite, your top 3 favorite gigs that you played?
Top 3. I definitely have to say Electric Pines. Not this year, but last year was a ton of fun. It was a lot of fun, and the vibe's always incredible there. Shout out Tommy and Jen. Like, they always kill it with their festivals, and sadly, they had to cancel this year just because of the fire bans in Nova Scotia. But
I was really excited, like, not even just to play, but like just to be with all the homies there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, see everyone we know from the East Coast and in the scene, which it's always a fun party, and just getting to see all your friends' sets that you haven't seen in like a year or whatever.
Exactly, literally. Like, I was really excited, but I was like, damn, like, cancel. So Electric Pines, what else?
Opening for Penny and Loeb, that was definitely one of the bigger ones, and then I would say probably one of my first beer garden shows was up there, because that was like probably the biggest crowd I played to, which was around, I think, like 600 between the inside and outside.
Yeah.
And that one was one of the first shows where I really just went in with no method to my madness. I just grabbed the first track and then played. And the energy there that night was insane. Like, everyone was jumping and going crazy.
Yeah, like, you have crazy videos and pictures from there.
Yeah, that's one of those shows that really hit me, that I was like, okay, I'm doing something right, and I'm working to the crowd, working to the vibe, and just ran with it from there.
Yeah, so that beer garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I mean that's what's amazing whenever it's like packed. Like I mean it's always packed. I don't know.
Yeah.
They
It's
probably
always
sell
back there
drugs
no
in
matter
there,
what.
but like
Yeah.
yeah, like literally every time I go like walk around that place, like the line.
I
is
think you
huge.
could put Spotify on there though, and that place would be
And
packed crazy.
everyone would be like, ah,
Yeah. It's always a
dancing.
fun vibe.
I know. So, do you have any projects? More projects coming
Not
up?
too much other than just chilling and producing a little bit and focusing on that. Might have a couple shows here and there coming up. Maybe
was
something
a
on New
busy summer.
Year's. It was a crazy busy summer. All of us stayed busy, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, everyone literally stay busy, and like, yeah, I'm so excited too for winter just to come. I'm probably. I said that right now that I just wanna do 2 shows,
Yeah.
but like I'm just probably gonna be like, oh yeah, like 3.
That's what it is. You always say, like, oh, I'll take a couple off, and then someone reaches out and they're like, what about this idea? And you're like, that sounds fun. And you're like, we
yeah.
could do that, but no, it's
Yes,
hard.
but lesson learned. Like I need to know where to pick my
Yeah.
my shows. You know.
I've done too many back-to-back nights where I'm like, not again.
Yeah, exactly. Or you pick the wrong show where like you're not like
Yeah.
you know, but it happens. You live and learn. So what's up with Riptide?
So Riptide was something me and Burgers, Sweet D, and Jabird kind of just came together and collabed on and made it as a space for every sound of electronic music, whether it's drum and bass, dubstep, house music. And the four of us just kind of collabed on this because each of us play kind of a different sound, where Justin's very dubstep 140, D loves like techno and hard techno driving, whatever. Eric's very techno, tech house, a little bit of drum and bass vibe, and then myself was like tech house, bass house, UK garage. So we all kind of have a little different sound, which allowed us to bring in a lot of different artists from across the East Coast that fit a different sound. And we always had a couple openers, whether it was me or Justin, or depending on the night and the sound, we'd all kind of swap out and out between the shows, and always try and throw in another local opener that we can give some exposure to and have on for that night and get them out playing for a crowd.
Yeah. I think it's great. Like you guys just did a show a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, October.
Yeah, we did a
12th.
dubstep one with Big Bang, Cody.
Shout out to Cody.
Yeah, no, it was a killer show, and
Yeah.
dubstep community came through for that one. It was a lot of fun. He killed it, and we had Jabird on closing out the night. We had Briggs on, and I played my first ever bass set, which is a quick little 30-minute opening set just to have some fun and get the sound for it. But
Oh, you said it was
cool.
hard, eh?
It was hard, a lot harder than mixing house music for me, because I don't really mix dubstep. I love listening to it and everything, but mixing it was just such a different thing compared to house music or techno or anything.
Yeah, I would think that it's just basically the same, but like a lot of people say it's harder because of all the cuts and like all the different
all the different weird samples and stuff, and it is difficult.
Yeah, but like I mean, I don't know how often you want to play that, but like you probably can practice and then
every once in a while, just play it for fun. But
so do you guys have anything coming with Riptide?
Not so much right now. We're gonna kind of focus on the new year, cut back as many shows, because last year, and I know you were the same, like we pretty much had a show every month between us and you guys, and it was almost too much, where it was like you'd play a show and then you'd be booking the show and then you'd be doing a poster and doing promo and doing all this, so it was just a non-stop cycle. Where I think in the new year we're going to scale it back a bit, maybe once every 2 months, and really focus on putting together a quality show with like good lights, visuals, like and just really dial it in and get a good artist that's going to come through and play, and then have some great local support, and just really focus on making a really different environment for everyone.
That's the thing, right? Like I realized that too. I was taking so many shows that it's just tiring of like
it is.
promoting
it's a lot.
and promoting and then going and
contacting people and like just trying to line everything up, getting the poster out on time, and just there is a lot to it. So shout out to anyone who does like promotion and everything. It's a grind.
It's a grind, and like like for me, like right now, like I'm producing, and then I have the podcast, and then I
Yeah.
have the other.
You're on the full
thing.
grind.
Yeah, and then like I have my day job. It's like
Yeah.
and my girlfriend, and it's like fuck. Okay, it's like I want to.
It gets time consuming. It's crazy, and you don't think about it in the moment, and then you're just like almost consumed by
You're
it.
just like it's Monday, and then you're like, okay, I need to plan for this for Saturday, so blah 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 blah, and then Saturday, and then repeat, and then
Yeah,
repeat,
and
it
keep it
just goes
going.
like that. Yeah. Yeah. So, what will be your advice for anyone that wants to start? Because I've seen there's a few more DJs coming up in PI. Like I
Yeah.
think we have at least 10 coming, 10 new guys coming and girls.
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot coming up, but I'd say the biggest thing is just keep grinding, keep hustling, focus on your craft, learn as much as you can, make those connections in the industry. Like, I know, like, all the time we're going to each other's shows, whether or not we're playing on it or, like, we're always popping out and supporting, like, people in the scene, whether you even like the music or not that's being played. Like, make the effort to reach out and, like, show up to a show, say hi, introduce yourself.
Literally
and,
just shows the support.
yeah, show the support to the scene, because, like, it only gets bigger with the support of everyone. So
yeah, that's a really good advice, because sometimes people ask for gigs and stuff and they don't even have been to one of your events or stuff,
or
like
they've never
that.
even heard you play, and they're just like, throw me on kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys probably receive a lot of messages too, like
and
that.
We only have so many dates, and funds are limited for the most part when it comes to shows like that, because most of our shows are at Baba's, and the capacity's not huge, and depending on the night and the draw, and it's hard throwing events on PEI sometimes.
It is. It is, but like I think we're doing it in like legendary mode, you know, like we chose the hardest place to
exactly
to throw an event. I feel whenever like we get the opportunity to do an event outside of here, with all the experience that we're getting of like how to promote, to actually try to bring people in and stuff like that, if for some reason you end up in the big city and try to do the same, I think it's gonna be easier.
Yeah, we have that idea,
you know?
And it's hard almost to draw certain people to the sound. Like, you almost got to be kind of into it or know someone who's into that sound. But I find most people are super receptive to going there and hearing music they've never heard before, lyrics they haven't heard, and just catching the vibe and the sound. And a lot of people just keep returning and love that sound.
Yeah, how many people after your shows come to you and like, oh man, that was amazing. Like, I literally like had no idea like you guys do this.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Like,
so many people like all the time are like, we had no idea this happens on PEI, and we're like,
exactly.
or we've been here.
Exactly. They're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I have no idea that PEI had like this type of music. And like, you know.
Yeah, no, it's always satisfying to have people come through and just like appreciate the hard work you've been putting in.
Yes, because it's a lot of hard work that we put in. So at least people enjoy and realize that, like, okay, like if we're coming here, we're coming to dance. And it's just a good community at the end of the day.
No, it is. We've like, from the time we've all started realistically to now, is like, it's crazy to see the community we've built, and like whether or not like you guys are playing, like everyone just kind of comes together and supports one another, whether or not like it's a tech house sound or techno or dubstep or like everything.
Yeah, everything. It's a good community at the end of the day. We just help each other, you know, because that's like you pulling out with like
with the speaker,
with the lights last time, like
speaker.
Yes, man, like you saved the day. But that's a story for another podcast. Yes, bro. Anything else that you want to share?
No, I think
that's
covered most of it for the most part, I think.
We're teaching the girlfriend how to DJ.
Slowly. Slowly? She's getting it.
Yeah,
she enjoys it.
Like, she had already a couple.
Yeah, she's played a couple songs. Every once in a while, she'll be like, let me play a couple. And the girls love it because she just plays her girly pop music, gets them going,
perfect,
and it works.
Yeah, it
Dance
works.
Floor's Ever Dead, I just throw her on, get the girly pop music going.
You go to the bathroom.
Take a break real quick.
Exactly. That's good, man.
Yeah.
Well, what are your socials? Just for everyone to...
DJ Novah on Instagram, and I think same thing on Facebook, I guess. And
quick question about that.
Too.
How do you got that name, Novah?
My name, Novah threw a V in it.
And then that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's hard to come up with a good DJ name. It's like
it's really hard.
It's a lot, and finding something someone doesn't already have, which Novah's already a big techno DJ somewhere in Belgium, which when I first started, I had no idea, like, even the depths of the techno sound or whatever, and just kind of went with Novah. But
no way. But, I mean, it sounds good, and especially more because your name, right? It's like Noah, that's it. Like, for me, I couldn't find one. I feel like I play sports all my life and blah, 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 and, like, I never had a nickname or anything, so I was like, okay, like
Javier, use your name. It works. A lot of DJs do that too.
Javier Fernandez, that's it. Marco Carola.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. But anyway, thank you so much for coming, bro. I know, like, it's Wednesday, bro. We're like, I'm so tired from the week. I can wait like one more day and I'm done, like, working. So
burnt out. No.
Yes, it's been a long day, but thanks
you
for coming, and thank you guys. We'll see you next time.